But it does come down to you know, who's going to be firing on all cylinders, who's going to be walking into this series hot. And we saw, I mean, earlier, Lester with the op was able to do that. Maybe Kojomo might need to do that for this side of things. I think Vulcan was opping as well for LGG, if I'm not mistaken. And so maybe he can have some impact on that CT side as well.
Yeah, so, well, starting things off, we're already hopping into the pistol round, and should mention that LGG did take the knife round. This is their first decider of the day, and they get to start CT side of Overpass. This is the potential for at least a big-time, you know, kick things off with good momentum. The biggest thing I see here for the LGD squad, though, is that they lack a real primary offer. You might hand it off to Droid, but all in all, I think there are other, you know, I wouldn't call him necessarily the primary offer. Right now, well, he's going to have to snipe a couple with the USP, and the flashbang is absolutely perfectly thrown from Carson. Droid still activated with 4 kills on a pistol round. He's looking for the ace. Carson's going to take it from him, but man, dominance from LGG Snakes Den, keeping things going just where they left off on Nuke.
Great setup right there, man. What a way to kick things off. Droid taking multiple different angles. That flash setup towards long, blinding up all of the opposition, not even allowing for that trade potential that wouldn't have been maybe there anyways. But what a wonderful setup right there from LGG. Snakes Den able to close that down, make it look quite easy. Full eco though coming in response from Davenport, so they're trying to get those rifles out as soon as possible. Bit biffed on the smoke, but shouldn't be the biggest of deals.
Just gonna chill out for a little bit here for Davenport. Carson is eco hungry. Gonna push aggressively into party. This is just an off angle that should. Nice little bait there from Carson. Or rather from I get that right. That was Kojomo. Okay, a dink at long range and a 74 damage. A dink with the P250. Not bad, but he needed extras. So at the end of the day, they'll walk away. Hold on, just a moment though. That is 2 players. That's the entire A defense spotted out. Carson's going to be tasked with the movement. So no Droid is here, but he has an MP9, and so he'll be able to mow down too. Vulcan joins in. The SMG's clean house, and that's going to be LGG dispatching of the anti-eco.
Droid starting this one off 6-0. Pretty quick way to get some stats rising. But here comes the first investment, the initial one from Davenport here. This is what they've been saving in the last round to set themselves up here and now in this one. And got the back of a timeout as well, so trying to maybe discuss a potential game plan, because again, you know, you've seen a Davenport when they can't really get an early start struggle, and you know, when they do, I feel like the opposite is true. You know, if they are finding early success in the gun rounds, they can certainly spiral off that momentum. It just depends on you know, potentially these early stage games and rounds.
So looking to put another one. Oh, that is a miss smoke. That is a, he meant to jump throw that. Oh dear.
Jump bind.
It's a hard one to hit. That was supposed to go to Monster, but starting off this round with no Monster smoke and instead full A side. Push in. He doesn't go down. Oh, Kojo couldn't cover. And that's a double entry. An opener for LGG. They try to pop out a con, and Droid is just there right next to it. Getting a 3-man A setup, and it's an absolute shutdown.
Yeesh. I mean, that round was rough from beginning to end, right? You know, we start that one off with the missed Monster smoke, and I think it was all downhill then. Luckily, and if you're LGG, it was downhill for Davenport. We saw some good flashbangs. The MP9s were able to really gap those AKs, almost something you never see. But that's a huge round. That's a confidence round right there for LGG Snakes Den, who were kind of just going into that one with a bonus in mind.
Just gonna run in this. Spacing not quite good enough for the trades. Carson gets the double. Now the remaining 8 players who were meant to try and split connectors. A bit late to the party. Just defeat in detail there. LGG Snake Den just waltzing their way to a quick 4th.
So far we got 4 kills, and 3 of which are on spec. But that is less than ideal for sure for a 5-round game so far. You want to do some sort of damage, right? But Right now we're seeing a CTZ economy that's going to be built up quite high. MBG still holding on to that MP9 at the moment. Let's see what sort of damage can be done with that. Past the flames, past the utility, but op shot gonna rain on out. That's a really lovely opener there from Kojomo.
Gets in the dirt. Horn trying to spam back. Oh, exchange, but a Carson. Oh, he's played in front of his own smoke. And there is full shore control for the CT side. So, sure, it's a 4-on-4. You can say however much you want that it doesn't favor. It's D-favor. Doesn't favor the CT side. But they have a lot of map control to work with here. Droid
is solid.
Oh, they're trying to pop back out short. This isn't it. Carson's taking full control, and he just even goes in for the swing. Carson just dealing with them. Kojo down to 4 points of health, too. This was a 4-on-4. Was being past tense. Spec is going to make his way up towards a long corn. Trying to make moves too, but it's 1 by 1. MBG will push in. Korn does find the headshot, but the trade is in from Carson. And Kojo has about 40 seconds to think about how this round transpired and what to do next. It's LGG who are going to be up to 5.
Yeah, what to do next is sit despawn for 25 seconds, because that's the only option that Kojo really has left. Off of a good opening pick too, right? They find that strong opener. There was no flashes to force Kojo into some sort of, you know, uncomfortable position. He might walk away with a kill. No, not quite. Carson gonna win out on that exchange, low on HP. Not even the op being held on to here. And this is a slow start Davenport. That can be a little bit worrying.
Yeah, Davenport are, well, what do they have to do? They're in a bit of a bind. I mean, Bebo buying down a UMP all the way down. You got a couple Tech 9s and a motley crew of utility to follow. Spec's gonna make his way quickly out and towards the playground side. Droid's getting aggressive into Khan, but Bebo only gets away with a tag. No headshot. And so Droid will walk away with an easy one. It's going to be 4-on-5, and, well, you only have 1 smoke, 3 flashes remaining to take a site.
Trying to spot out some information. That's a nice dink out of Droid. He still doesn't fall off, though. Holds his ground. He gets taken down to 17 because of it. Other 10. They're starting to make a move in onto this AWP. Vulcan able to connect onto the second, but he can't get out of this position. He's going to drop that smoke down too little, too late. He's still alive. Still playing his life, and he has teammates coming in recovery. Droid not traded. Oh my god. 15-1 on the KD. This guy has a force field around him.
Dude, I mean, 6 rounds in, he's averaging a triple kill every round, just about. Like, 2 of his teammates have 0 kills. I mean,
oh my god.
Like, are you serious? I like, how else do you call this? I mean, outside of a care, I mean, okay. You had a 4K in the pistol round, and admittedly, okay, it's been a couple of ecos, right? It hasn't
couple
been
leaks, yeah.
A couple leaks, you know, that'll do something in the KD. Winning this kind of round, though, will definitely help. 6-0. LGG have started off a lot of their games just really solid, though. Is this really a sign of the times? Can Davenport bounce back? Maybe this is just how things were meant to be.
It's tough to really say, right? I mean, we saw them kind of have an answer back on Nuke, but that was on the CT side that they were really able to string things together. Now we're talking about the T side of Overpass that they have to pull things back, and that becomes a little less likely. I mean, I think we really just need to see them slow things down just a little bit. That might not be afforded to them. A boost in connector gets on the board, and so much damage done. Carson gonna follow it up and Droid the same.
Again, like from round start to round finish, it is all LGG. NBG adds to it, and Kojo a glass cannon AWP. Oh, he's not even gonna find the kill. There's no holding on to that. LGG Snakes Den from just the second the guns fire, it's all their name. It's all blue in the kill feed.
That's just it, right? I mean, not much, if anything, answered back right there from Davenport. Maybe a little bit of damage done, but not a single kill. Not really any sort of control taken either. I mean, LGG have just kind of asserted that sort of dominance early.
It's CT side suffocation right now. Like, they're just going in, be it short, fountain, connector. They're just making so many early moves here for LGG. This time and around, they're actually just going to change the setup. They're not actually going to contest for anything in the early round. Is this where Davenport can work their magic? A flashbang to Vulcan will... Oh, he almost hits the shot while blind. But now he's going to call over his teammate and Droid. He'll get a flashbang to fire off and gets a dink onto Spec. Droid sticking around too. And, won't quite be able to find it. Droid was given an opportunity, but Pug hits a nice headshot.
Yeah, that's a really tricky shot for Pug to nail right there, so credit where it's due. A much needed shutdown on a Droid who's rocking a 17 and 2 KD at the moment. But still, a lot of damage done and a lot of information gathered here. The fast scale up Pug. This is going to smoke. Fate, rather.
It's not on the line. Instead, it's Carson. A double kill in towards the A short. Vulcan also spotting out the long play, too. He knows. He'll hold that forever until that player arrives. Vulcan flashes, being held. Easy does it. Onto Pug. 2v3. They know where both of these remaining players are. Do LGG. And once MBG pushes forward, they realize that this site is empty. They're rotating back to B, and Brett has already arrived. He's already into pit, holding the off angle. Who needs Brett, though, when you got Vulcan? Then he'll swing out once his teammate takes all of the attention away, and it is 8-0, a replica of Nuke.
And this time, though, on the T side, which is a whole lot more bleak for Davenport. Now you have to start making some rounds on your